Hey fam, it's Trev. I just wanted to express how thankful I am for this entire family and all of its incredible leaders. I landed my first marketing deal with a referral networking business owner in my local metropolitan area. I'll be running several slivers to deliver to increase the number of memberships he gets this year through social media advertising and brand exposure. The client has a Facebook audience of 20,000 business owners across his multiple Facebook groups. We established a framework for the future. We agreed on a 25% commission deal for the first month for each client he refers me to through his networking group. There are so many opportunities with this. I'm taking action and putting my unique qualities out there. Again, I'm super grateful for this community.
Hey guys, this is Lo. Just wanted to send a quick video. I actually have just come off the first Teams kind of intro call, office hours, and literally no joke, after I was so pumped after that call, I shot an email to a friend who's in a networking group who had mentioned being interested in some pens, some swag, and so easy deal, but shot him an email, sending him a deal, and he calls me right back and says, do it. Send me the proof, let's get it done. So already, literally minutes after having my first official Teams interaction, I'm already making money.
Peace fam. Just wanted to give a shout out to Todd for coming through on a swag order for my wife's company event. As soon as she said she needed some swag, there was no way I wasn't going to see if I could get someone from our group to do it. Thanks to all the swag fam that reached out to help. It really does mean a lot when you genuinely have people looking out for your success. No matter what stage of the process you are at, keep rocking.
I filled a roofing site with a new client today. Here's how the conversation went. A little backstory first. I was out to dinner with one of the local Chamber of Commerce salespeople. The owner of the restaurant was there. He also happens to own a construction company with 30+ franchises. On our way out, my friend said, "Hey, that's the owner of that construction company." I shake his hand. I say, "Hey," my friend mentioned, "you own a construction company. Are you subbing out any tree work?" He said, "No, we don't really do any of that. The only thing we sub out is roofing jobs." I said, "Well, great, I've got some roofing leads. Do you want them?" He said, "Hell yeah, I'll pay you for them." We small talked a bit longer and made our exit. Now I have to get some roofing leads rolling in. A good problem to have.
Here's an update on my lead gen turned business. I budgeted to have $0 in revenue for December and January because it's historically slow, and I couldn't overextend myself with a zero revenue budget. Well, we exceeded that slightly, and by slightly, I mean we had the biggest single month ever. And it was $55,000 in revenue across the 2 companies that I founded, and it started here in this group. 12 months ago, we didn't have a company. Now, we are seriously within reach of hitting $500K in revenue. I'm moving forward without fear. Why? Because I can replicate this. I can bring it anywhere, to any industry, and make a living for others, which will result in a windfall for my family, greater than if we chased it alone. The rest of 2022 is going to be insane. My goal is to get my business partner out of their full-time job by May 15th. I'm going to have to pull out all the stops. Screw your excuses, screw your mood, your pain, your attitude, screw being tired, screw what people think. Get to work.
Are you a member of your local Chamber of Commerce? If not, it's a great net to cast. I booked 6 meetings at a social event tonight.
Thanks everyone for your encouragement to keep trusting the process. A small win for me yesterday. One of my sites that's still under construction is connecting the dots for a business owner, and it could lead to more work for him. I'm dropping off some samples tonight and negotiations are happening. Might be something, might be nothing, but it was a win for my belief in myself working the system.
This 64-year-old retiree is doing some things with swag. 3 clients that will land him $150,000 this year. And I quote, "Best side hustle I've ever done, and I've tried them all."
Just went into a couple of local Facebook groups and asked if anyone would like to be interviewed for my brand new Eugene review site and got like 10 leads in about 15 minutes.
I would like to start getting more active in this community and build my network by first introducing myself. I got my start within this group through my dad, Dave, and I have been developing my own properties under him for the past couple of years. I've spent the past 4 weeks backpacking across Europe, and I've got another 2 months planned. I'm supporting myself exclusively through my lead gen properties. This is my office this morning. I am in Crete. The food here is phenomenal. Oh yeah, I'll turn 20 years old in May.
As soon as I heard about swag training, I was instantly intrigued. I know many people who own businesses in my area, and the more I looked around, the more I realized how much promotional items are everywhere. It just made sense to me, so I took the plunge of the unknown. I announced my new promo business on January 4th of this year when I got down to Florida for my first ASI show. In the last 30 days, I've done over $16K in sales at around a 40% profit margin, and 99% of those sales are apparel. I've barely even scratched the surface with all of the products I'll be slinging as soon as I start going door to door. Bottom line is I'm a month and a half into my first year in business, and I've made more money than any job I've had previously in that time span. If you've been thinking about it, I recommend you put your fear or worry aside and get a piece of the business that all business owners are already paying for. Put your effort into it, and you'll either get some extra money here and there by simply having access to it, or turn it into a full-time business plan and run with it. The possibilities are endless, thanks to Ashley and the Swag Group, always incredibly helpful.
Hold on to your horses because this is my biggest share to date yet. In less than 29 days to be exact, I gave myself an $11,000 per month raise with our skill set. Looks like my $20K per month goal is actually right around the damn corner. This is a real post from a real human that went from broke to no joke in no time. And none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for my investment in this group and in anything that I knew would help me get to the next level. Real talk. This didn't happen by sitting on my ass. This happened because I took a chance on myself, invested in myself, connected with the right people. I'm currently typing this up in Las Vegas at an all-expense-paid-for trip to a conference for one of the clients I retained. What a beautiful life. Thank you to everyone that has had a hand in giving me a life I've only dreamt of. Starting with Dan and his team.
Here's how teams help me. I'm definitely more confident than I was before. You couldn't catch me on a camera. Now, I'm all grown up. I can open my camera and practice my pitch with my team so it sounds stronger than it was before. I'm working on a client acquisition system that will work for my business long term. And I wouldn't be dialing down my system like I am if it weren't for long brainstorming sessions. I was able to become a captain just 7 months after joining. I'm learning every day how to be in a leadership position, and no one is helping me out more than my team members. Getting one-on-one learning sessions from Tori about the foundation of my business has been vital in helping me zoom out, to look at the bigger picture, and see how I can create something that my 14-year-old cousin can do, without me having to explain it again and again. It also helped me get out of my perfectionist mindset and made me realize that imperfect action and taking 45 minutes every Sunday to get my head right is worth it. Your worth is not defined by if you succeed or don't succeed. Remove that pressure from yourself and you'll have a smoother ride.
Just got my very first sale, a cheeky little website for an oven cleaning business. Big shout out to my team captain Jarrett for his support and guidance. Also Pierce for his advice and encouragement. Finally, a huge thanks to my team's buddy Mark for leading the actual site build. Superb job. I'm off to the races.
The lady that I approached, a couple that I approached, they do some work for my property business. They've got an oven cleaning. And I spoke to them before, and I said I'd love to help you out, and I thought I'd just give them a call, and they were like, yeah, we should do this. We should build a website, we should do lead gen, we should do everything. I spoke to them about the website. Well, we can build you out a website, we can do some lead gen, and do a bit of SEO, and so let's do the website, and then talk about lead gen. I got a call from her partner later in the day, and he said, Scott, he says, I just want you to know, thank you for calling us. He says, thank you for having a chat with us about this, because you've really re-energized us, and we want to get back into our business, and we want to do some great stuff, so just thank you. And it was a real energizing, positive kind of experience, the whole thing.
Yesterday, Tony Gaskins was in my office for about an hour, chatting with me about SEO. I had no idea who he was, until I started doing some light due diligence going through things with him. He is one of the leading voices in the African American community. He's been on Oprah and all of that. I am pitching him in the coming days on one of his sites. The things that can be accomplished here are unreal. That's a conversation that could literally change my life and the trajectory of our business. I was doing 1K per month in July of 21. Now I have been doing over 15K for going on 4 months. LG Teams, the accountability, and masterminding that came from it, took my business to the next level. The Legionnaires are coming.
This is the way. This contractor has been on my payroll since I joined, and he's about to give me the biggest raise ever. My goal was to add 1 new client every month this year, and at least 1 6-figure client. I'm now at 6 new clients. Before this amazing text even came through, it's already starting to snowball. And it's only February. I can't express my love for this group, my friends, our leaders, coaches, and this skill set. Another dub for LG.
There's always a deal if we want to find a deal. right? And of course, in certain industries, this is not always so true. We're blessed inside the industry we're in with lead generation that in all reality, guys, if you have a producing lead gen property that's producing leads, there is always a way to find a deal. Being that I'm in control, and this is what I love about this business, being that I'm in control, okay, and it's ultimately my lead gen property or my digital asset or my training program, right? And I've already produced it, I've already put the money into it, and now I just got to find a warm body to receive it, right? Or to watch it or whatever it is I'm selling. We have this opportunity at hand that we can get so creative with what we do, because once your lead gen's producing, once it's ranked, once it's in a spot that you need it to be, there's not a bunch of expenses. We're talking, incredibly minimal expenses that come along with this business once everything's put in place. There's situations and there's opportunities right at your fingertips right now with lead gen properties that you guys have, that you guys can find deals with these business owners that might have already told you no, right? There's barter opportunities, there's trade opportunities, there's opportunities that will at least get you the momentum that I feel is necessary to get you excited and pumped up again. And I feel like many of us, we need more small wins. Small wins, momentum, is what helps us get to those big wins. If you think that every deal I do is a big win, you guys all bumped your head. I do so many small deals to keep my attitude hot, to keep my motivation high, to keep my inspiration on fire. I do these deals all the time. I love these. In fact, I like the small deals, sometimes even more than the big deals, because to me, it was the grit, it was the fire, it was the problem solving that I had to go through to make this person that wasn't a lay down, that wasn't just an easy yes, right? And to me, that's the most fun, right? But when you start to get momentum, it starts to your energy level starts to go through the roof, right? And your excitement. And you know what? People buy and people like doing business with people that are excited. They're enthusiastic. They have a great attitude, right? And, as I read through different comments in the group, you can see there's a slew of different comments that come through our Facebook group. Sometimes you might see a comment from someone who's a little down and out, right? Maybe that, life's hit them hard. They jumped into the training and, they kind of got started, but then they kind of got, put back on their heels because of the stuff that was going on. It could be a million different things. And by the way, trust me, this stuff happens to me too. That's why this group is here to encourage and inspire and motivate you guys to move out of those little lulls or those little ruts quicker, rather than staying in there like it's so easy to do when you're only on this island out there by yourself. This is what this group is all about, is trying to get you guys and lift you guys up quicker, right? And put you on the path. But I want to just encourage you guys from a momentum standpoint, that if you have a lead gen property that's producing and you don't have a customer or a client with that yet, I want you to understand that there's always a deal there. There's always a way, even from the people that told you no, there's always a way to find a deal